Thank you. All right, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. March County Council meeting, will all please rise, stand for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, welcome everybody to the meeting here for the March County Council meeting. We'll go ahead and get started. We've got a lot on the agenda here tonight, and we'll go ahead and get started.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
All right. Dave Fromey's made a motion to approve the minutes as they were presented at the last meeting. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Ryan Grolick seconds. Any further discussion, board? Hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes approved. All right, guys, and we got our additionals here to work through. These have been advertised. We're ready to go, so we'll start work on these here. All right, the first one we got up here tonight is Elaine. Elaine is here. She's asking for an additional $1,000 for the postage. Elaine, comments?
It's for the tax bills is what that is. We've had a large mailing at the beginning of the year, and then we've got two surplus. We do like 4 big mailings, and it's postage went up, of course, in October. It's past October when I put down the budget, so.
No, with this, you'll have enough for spring and fall?
Yes, because we only mail the tax bills out.
Oh, yeah,
once.
right, that's
Yeah.
correct, yeah, right. All right, guys, you all got Elaine's request here, $1,000 increase for postage. Need a
Make a motion to approve that, Aaron.
Steve Hoff makes a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Susan seconds. Any other discussion? Any other questions for Elaine? Hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Treasurer.
Thank you.
All right, next up, guys, we had some options come here last month, and for the coroner, she needed a new computer for the reports there. We advertised $1,500 for the laptop here. Any other discussion? If not, we'll look for a motion to approve the $1,500 for the coroner to get a new laptop.
I'll make that motion.
All right, Susan makes that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Justin Gross seconds. Any other discussion? Corner's not here, but that's okay. Hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
You might emphasize too, these items have already been discussed.
Right, been
Last
discussed
meeting.
last month and
And that's
advertised.
why we advertised to have the money appropriated.
Yeah. All right, next up, Mindy's here, but she's wanting to take the money out of 2 different funds for the gas and fuel for the truck that the building inspector has now. So, he just got this year, so it's kind of an unknown at budget time. The surveyor gave him this vehicle, so anyways, so there's 2 different line here. So, Mindy, questions, concerns?
No, I just kind of based that off of around the $220 a month right now. I wrote down the amount, it's like right now he's at average about $150, but this is kind of the downtime, so once it picks up, it'll increase.
Okay, got it, yeah. So if you look here, guys, it's under this, and if you skip down here, it's under the 1159 health too. So we'll just take them both at the same time if everybody's okay with that. One out of the county general, and then one out of the health fund. All right, anybody want to make a motion to approve this?
I'll make that motion.
Brian Grolick makes that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Dave Gogol seconds. Any other discussion or questions from Indy? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Next up, we advertised to work on the animal control building. We had a motion here to we didn't have a motion, but we did advertise for $40,000 for maintenance on the animal control building here. So be up for discussion now if we want to go with that amount or less on what we want to do here, but we can approve up to $40,000 for the animal shelter and control building repairs.
I made that motion last month to advertise for that. Later on, I thought this might be a little too much, but then after talking to some people that have been looking at that building, I don't think it's too much. I think they're gonna need that to get it back to where it should be. Anybody else talk to anybody, Chris or Barry?
Oh, we did a couple tours, and I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, inside and out.
It's not
It'll be
anything
good.
done to it in a long time.
No, not since it's been built, I don't think, I mean, well, no, I don't think.
But just some minor stuff,
Yeah,
you know,
nothing
nothing major.
That's been,
I know Justin went and Stephanie's been there and they both say it needs repaired.
all right, we'll leave it, I'm happy with that amount then. I mean,
All right.
I'll make a motion that we approve the $40,000 out of the general fund for repairs on the animal control shelter.
All right, Google's made a motion to approve the $40,000 as advertised. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Steve Hoff seconds. Any other discussion? Hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, guys, next up, Mindy's here again, but she's got a request for $1,800 to pay the yearly access to the IHIE funds, which stands for Indiana Health Informational Exchange. Mindy, anything you'd like to say here?
The first year, the state covered this year, and then they said after that, we would have to cover the cost of it, that the nurses would use this so they can access records, for providers and hospitals and things like that with the communicable diseases, so.
Okay. All right, guys, y'all heard the request there and the need for it. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Justin makes the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Susan Harris seconds. Any other discussion or questions from any? Hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, again, here we got the, another request, for contract maintenance control from the health department to cover the, cost of the vaccine insurance with Shepherd, for the thing for $700. Any questions from any, she'll be glad to answer, but pretty straightforward. Just look for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Brian Grolick makes that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Dave Fromey seconds. Any further discussion or questions from any? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, next up, guys, we discussed this length last time, but out of the Riverboat Fund, $50,000 for request for the jail study be completed. Any questions? The sheriff and the chief are both here in the back of the room if anybody would have a question for them. They did take time to come here, so I'm sure they'd be glad to answer that. And if there's no questions, we'll look for a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve $50,000 for the jail study.
All right, now the Riverboat, Justin makes
Yes.
that motion. All right, as advertised, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Grolick seconds. All right, any other questions or comments? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Got that taken care of there. All right, next up here, guys, is the RJL solution. For the rest of the year, when we did the thing at the beginning of the year, we just kind of did to April here, so, we're at the time of the year where we gotta do this. I talked to a couple of commissioners, they are in favor of moving forward with this. They don't think that the Spencer County Board is a state where it can, handle itself, so they do think we need to fund this for the rest of the year. Brian, he's the representative on there. I would, open up the comments for him too, I guess at this time, if you'd like to make anything, Brian.
No, but we're moving on. We've got some projects in the pipe. We also are having weekly remote meetings, and then one Tuesday we have the one in live, and we had that this morning at the YCC. Murray is also on the board, and Tyler is on the board. So, no, I think things are going good. One of the subjects we're looking at now is blight. So, blight.
Yeah, I mean, you in favor, you think we need to
Yes.
keep this funded
Yes.
the rest of the year?
Yes, we got a lot going on.
Okay. All right, guys, any other questions, for myself or Brian? If not, we would look for a motion to, approve this if everybody's in favor.
I'll make that motion.
All right, Dave Fromey makes the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Brian Garlick seconds. All right, any other discussion? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, Tyler's here. So, by state statute, he looked this up for us last year. We've got to find so many cornerstones. I don't guess we'll ever find them all, but I think eventually after time we would find all of our cornerstones. But anyways, we got to find 30 of them a year. So the money from the transfer stuff hasn't come in as quick as we need. So he needs to ask for what, $11,242. Is that right, Tyler?
Yeah, 11,242.
To be able to fund the cornerstones through the rest of the year. Any questions for the survey? All right. Hearing none, look for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Brian Garlick makes the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Susan Harris seconds. Everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. All right, that has got us through the additionals here. Next back here. Next up on our agenda here is the transfers, and just got a few of them here. The Sheriff's Department has got 3 of them here in 911. So, anyways, we'll just start on here. The first one is from the Sheriff's Department. They're just transferring money from transferring out of the SHART fund to the Sergeant's fund for the first 3 pay periods that were paid out of the wrong line. So, same budget, just taken out of the wrong line in that budget. So we need to transfer $26,721.72 just to get these back in the right line. And Sheriff's back there, Chief, if anybody's got a question, but it's pretty straightforward. I just look for a motion to approve.
Do we need to do one at a time, or can we?
I don't care. You do all. They're all 3 for the same thing. Get the payroll straightened back out. I don't really care. We can do all 3 of them at one time if you want to, David.
I'll make a motion to approve all 3 of them at one time.
All right, we're going to approve all 3 of these at one time. One for $26,721, one for $19,800, one for $68.15. Do we have a second on that motion?
I'll second.
Second. All right, everybody in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Next thing up here, Amanda's not here, but they've had a lot of I think they're down 3 or 4 dispatchers, Sheriff. So they've the dispatchers we have had to work a lot of overtime, but obviously at that point we'll have extra money in the dispatcher payroll thing. So she's going to run short on overtime. So we're just needing to transfer $25,000 from dispatcher payroll to the overtime fund. So until she gets fully staffed, and or the sheriff does, and I think they're getting ready to do interviews here, correct, Sheriff?
Yes, we've already hired 2, and then we have 2 other that we are doing backgrounds on at this time.
Okay, excellent. So, all right, any questions for Sherry? All right, if not, look for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion, Aaron.
Steve Hoff makes that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Brian Grolick seconds. Any other questions or concerns? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, let's got that. All right. Next, we got one encumbrance here. This is just a grant from the SEAT grant through State 911 just to get this grant money used up. You can look at the invoice back here that is presented, that was came to us on 10/21. We're just using the rest of that money to get that fund taken care of, zeroed out from the grant. So we just need to encumbrance for $1,875 to pay on the WTH Technology contract, and that will get our thing zeroed out and get one less line item on our budget for us. So can I get a motion to approve the encumbrance for $1,875 for the 1122 statewide 911 account, please?
I'll make that motion.
All right, Dave makes that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Susan seconds. Any other discussion or questions for the auditor? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, motion carries. Got that off the way. All right, the additional appropriations, guys, for the whole year. This was emailed out for our review. We're not, unless somebody has a question about this, we're not going to go through here one by one. There is something from Stephanie, something from the sheriff's office here, just I guess validating what they need and why they need them. And the rest of these are just things we appropriate in case sometime during the year somebody needs something out of this. If we don't use it, this money will roll back right into the to the fund. So I did, some of this stuff is for the health fund. The way they changed it, like this tobacco local health grant, some of these things, this like legacy money, but they can use that to help subsidize because the state has cut some of their funding. So any questions for the auditor, myself? I'm here about any of these appropriations for the year.
I mean, most of these funds have limitations on what they can use them for, so.
Absolutely.
And they are controlled somewhat.
Right. All right. If everybody's in favor of those, we'll go ahead and look for a motion to approve the annual appropriations list as presented.
I'll make that motion.
All right, Dave Dogel makes that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Brian Grolick seconds. Any other discussion or questions for myself or the sheriff or if Stephanie's not here or Melissa? All right, not hearing any. Everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Those are taken care of. Do we want to take care of this now or just?
Yes.
All right, and here there is there's an audit, or there's a email from Melissa, and this has come out of our audit results with the state that we just took care of, and it's involving the 7304 fund, which is a clearing fund, folks, for where we keep innkeeper's tax. There's a balance in here of $10,075.53. So we were presented with, I guess, 3 options here. We can move the fund to 1127, keep it all as county portion of the innkeeper's taxes. We get 1% of that. We can distribute it, and then we would keep our 1%, give the rest to the Visitors Bureau, or we can do a combination of option 1 or 2. But we just need to move it somewhere to get it cleared out because we have this money in the 7304 fund, which is a clearing fund which we can't carry a balance in. So leave that open to the conversation here on what we want to do. Either option 1, 2, or 3 are all legal and supported by State Board of Accounts on what we want to do. And if anybody's got any questions, Melissa and I'll be glad to discuss them with you.
Do we think it's an accumulated balance of our 1% over the years?
Yeah.
Okay, so it actually is ours.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. It's a very good chance, a large percentage that is.
Well, then I would think option 1, move it to 11 and keep it there as a county portion.
Okay.
Not,
It's fine.
maybe I think it's ours. Well, if somebody else got different.
All right. So that's, yeah. Do we think we want to just keep this as a county shared, of our
That'd be a
innkeeper's tax?
better option, yeah.
So we just gotta move it to the
Just
other
have to
fund.
move it to 1127 count, yeah. Okay, Dave, was that a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion and use option 1.
All right, Dave Gogol makes option, we use option 1. Do I have a second on that motion?
I'll second it, Aaron.
Steve Hoff seconds. All right, do I have any other further discussion or questions? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, we got that done. Thank you all. If y'all are about to roast back there, one of y'all can open that window, it's fine. All right, next up here, it takes a village. I did see them come in, I think. Yep, they're in the back. All right. If y'all want to come up here toward the front, that'd be fine. All right, thank you, Jane. Or y'all can stand up, however y'all want to do it.
I am Christine Campbell, I'm the operations manager of the rescue. We were coming in for one thing, and then the board of directors just asked us to give a letter to the board chair requesting going over a new contract. Since we haven't signed one since 2020, we figured we can look into that and do some changes potentially.
Okay. Do you have the contract with you?
I do not have the contract. Melissa provided one a week or so ago, but I have the letter from the board chair.
Okay, you have it with you? All right.
Commissioner sign off.
Okay, yeah, bring it up here. Okay. All right, says, dear parties interested, I'm the current board chair of Take a Village, It Takes a Village in Oakville Rescue based on additional challenge running cost of the Spencer County Animal Shelter. Demands imposed by the county. The rescue respectfully asks the parties to agree to renegotiate the contract between the parties and the agreement to bring it more in line with the allowing the future cost to operate. So, and that's Tamara Smith, and it's got the, I guess she's the chairman of the It Takes a Village. So, I mean, do you all have an estimate of what you think you're looking for, or?
She did not give me a number, no sir.
Okay, so would the best to be just to reach out to her
Yes, sir.
and see if what she kind of is thinking, and then as time goes on, we'll try to see what kind of agreement we can reach. Is that what
Yes.
you'd like us to do? Okay.
That is from my understanding, yes sir.
Okay, well, we'll have our attorney reach out to her, and then we'll see if she can send a new contract over, and we'll see at that point if it's something we can come to agreements on. The other thing that is in here, board, that we asked them to provide us, and they did send us, is a breakdown of what they are spending the money on. So this is the February description here of what they are spending their money on. So there's the payroll, water, gas, phone, the spades, the neuters, pet food, cat litter, supplies, and stuff. So, in a letter. So, and then this is a list of all the animals that were through their system here in the month of February. So,
In that spreadsheet, did you guys get the addresses attached on it?
yes, we do have the address. Some would just say Spencer County, but yes, we did get the addresses correct. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we appreciate you all coming in here. We'll have them. We'll get with you all, and we'll at least get a new contract signed so we can operate legally and under agreements and terms of what each side needs to provide.
All right, thank you, and thank you for the funding on the building.
You're welcome, yeah.
Yeah, definitely needed.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you all for coming. Yeah, you can have that letter. Thank you. We'll make this copy. Thank you, sorry. All right, that's got that. All right. Anybody here from Indiana? There you are. Okay, sorry, yeah.
Nathan was unable to attend tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass these around, if you can just take one. My name is Jessica Condra. I'm a project administrator with Indiana 15, and I'm here tonight to provide you an annual update on Spencer County specific projects. So the handout I provided outlines federal and state grants awarded across Spencer County from 2015 to 2025 as a return on your per capita investment. In 2025, by working with our Spencer County communities, we brought in $19,748 in federal and state grants, including $5,038 and $3,043 through NDOT grants, which provide funding for traffic count programs, and $11,667 through the EDA planning grant. Some of these projects can take multiple years to complete. In addition to those awarded in 2025, we are continuing to work on the EPA Brownfields Assessment Grant, which was awarded in 2023 and is expected to be completed this year. $116,125 of these funds were expended in Spencer County. At the bottom of the handout is a list of future projects that we have been brought forward by communities across Spencer County, as well as projects we are conducting in participation across the region, including updating code books, which we host on our website, creating parks and recreation master plans, and many more. The Grandview wastewater improvements Oprah grant was submitted in 2025 and awarded $750,000 at the beginning of this month. That will be reported on the 2026 report. Currently, we are developing Oprah applications with Gentryville for the Jackson Township Fire Station, owner-occupied rehabilitation application for Rockport. We are also updating Dale's code book and are overseeing labor standards of the Rockport wastewater SRF project. In addition to these funding specific to Spencer County, we are working on projects across the region, including submitting a new EPA Brownfields grant, coordinating with NDOT on meetings with the Vincennes District for traffic counts, administering the Indiana First Ready Region, participation in the Indiana Association of Regional Councils, IARC, and the National Association of Development Organizations, NATO. I'm also currently facilitating a committee on blight elimination and community development across the region, of which Mayor Cathy and Commissioner Breeze are part of. So our office is located in Ferdinand with a staff of 6, including 4 certified grant administrators through the Community Development Block Grant Program, and a new administrator, Steve Marchand, who started in January and will be certified by the end of this year.
Okay. All right, guys. We just need to vote on, I guess, approve that we got the report here, make a motion that we got it and approve it, just so it's in the minutes. But we do thank everything you all do. You all can look at that, guys. Over the years, that's been a humongous win for the county. We've got almost $8 million or almost $9 million back and stuff. So we do appreciate everything you all have done for us over the years. I mean, you got the jail taken care of, a lot of water projects, a lot of things have been done.
$11 million for loose sewer way back.
Yeah, and so anyways, I just look for a motion to approve the report as presented. Board?
I'll make that motion.
All right, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any other questions for Jessica?
What are we approving exactly, just that we received it?
Yeah, just we received this, so it goes in the minutes.
If you look at 2023, I think there's like a math error on it.
Same way with 22.
Like, it's like off by like 400,000 from the numbers presented. When you add all that up, I just want to make sure if we approve it, I want to.
Yeah, what did you come up with? We can.
I mean, like 123,000. It says total 500 and nearly 550,000. I just want to make sure that, or if there's other line items before we.
Are you counting in
grant, $500,000 grant.
Yeah, there's a brownfield grant for
Yeah.
500,000.
This is divided by 6, so you only got 83,000 of that.
That would be a question to address with Nathan. Most counties don't vote that they've received it. I mean, that's entirely up to you.
Okay.
But I can ask him to review that tomorrow and get back with you with the correct information.
Yeah, we just need to put it in the minutes, we got it every year, so, I mean, I don't, that's irrelevant, I mean, we're not, doesn't matter today what we
It's
got.
a $500,000 grant, he bought it by 6.
So he just put the money on there,
He put
yeah.
the 1 year's money.
Money on there, I think.
83,000.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
The total grant.
22 with those.
yeah.
So,
All right, well, everybody in favor of putting this in the minutes, aye? Anybody opposed? All right, we'll put it in the minutes. That way it's in there for future reference. If we need to look those numbers up later, that's what I was just doing with that. All right, sounds good. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We cleaned up the Florida Fire side.
Yeah, it's been great. Yes. Okay, next up, guys, we've got a tax abatement request here, from, Growing Success Bee Company LLC, Melissa Schroeder. Yeah, all right. Y'all you can come up front if you want, you can make it that up here.
I think you can.
All right. Yeah, we'll just give you here a couple minutes to discuss what you're doing here, and then we'll figure out what we can do.
Okay, sure. My name is Melissa Schrader. This is my husband, Dan. We currently own Growing Success Bee Company. We are currently located in Boonville, Indiana. We have purchased a property in Dale, very close to I-64, across from 231 on Denny's. We are a full-line beekeeping supply store. We're going to be bringing not only that to the area, but also plan to be a tourist destination, focusing on agritourism, pollinators, beekeeping education, everything. So we plan to have lots of billboards to help direct traffic off of the interstate to come to our place. And then we also have a house on the property that we are going to have Airbnb, so that we can also bring in that as well.
Yep, so we're asking for a tax abatement. We're making a pretty large investment in the property. We're a family-run business. Our business is actually a conglomeration of 3 family businesses. So it was our family business, our family farm. We had a honey business. I'm a Indiana queen breeders. So I had the beekeeping side. My mentor is Jerry Apple. When he passed, we kind of took over his honey business. And then the store in Boonville was a family friend. They asked us to purchase their business so he could take care of his wife. And so we're a conglomeration. We believe firmly in education, so we do a lot of outreach, and the expansion of this facility is going to give us a place to do field trips, tours, and that kind of stuff, and bring more education and more opportunities for people to see God's creation in real life. As we become more and more of a digital world, I feel like it's going to be more and more important to offer people a place where they can come.
Yeah. We've already put in a 3-acre pollinator patch. We plan to grow our honey business there as well. We'll be able to have tours come in to be able to see the process, and not just the honey part, but also we do all of our own woodenware in-house. So we can also have tourism to see viewing areas of how we build our woodenware. With our
boxes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah,
So the
thank you.
majority of the improvement amount is for the building, or?
Okay, correct, yep.
Okay.
Capital expense for the
there's-
building.
Yeah, there's an existing building there, but it is not big enough for our needs.
Okay.
So we need to put on 2 lean-tos basically. So one lean-to would be for our woodworking shop with a loading dock. It's pretty expensive what we do right now. And the other lean-to is going to be for our honey extracting and also for bottling and classrooms. We do lots of classes, lots of workshops. Everything, not just for beekeeping, but we do workshops on candle making and different things with honey.
So when are you starting construction, this year, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're bootstrapping this thing, we don't have a line of investors behind us, it's just us, it's our family, and so the limiting factor is just budget.
Yeah.
But we purchased the property and we're ready to go, we're ready to expand and move into the location.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna stay in Boonville or are you moving everything
No,
to
we
Spencer
will
County?
have to move everything.
Yeah, and that's part of this, so, the manufacturing piece, it's got 3-phase power, so that's a little bit more difficult to move. We're on a month-to-month lease, it's the previous owner's building, he's, allowing us to stay there, but, if we can't get enough funding, basically, the property tax is kind of gonna be a limiting factor for us. And so we want to be able to move that manufacturing up to here as quickly as possible this year. But, I've already met with Southern Indian Power, and I've got some people coming tomorrow to finalize quotes on what it's gonna take to add that.
Yeah, I was tickled whenever I seen this, because me and my wife, we've been to a couple of your classes and got a lot of your equipment and stuff.
Yeah, you
and
look familiar,
on it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was but their classes that it's like 30, 40, 50 people per class. They bring in experts, so they go to.
We've
to
grown,
young-
yeah, we had
Yeah.
86 and 90, yeah, the last.
So they're gonna
two
bring in
classes.
a lot of people
Yes,
to
we are.
the area, the improvements, the workshop is next to, it's not a workshop, it's like a small scale factory, of all this stuff. They go to trade shows, and went to Louisville. I mean, it'd be nice to have a Spencer County owned business like you guys. So.
Yep.
Appreciate that,
We
yes.
ship our beekeeping supplies across the country.
Yeah, all of it,
So-
yeah. So,
Lord knows we need them.
yes, we do,
Yeah.
We
yes, we do.
wouldn't survive too long without them.
That's right.
What kind of abatement are you looking for from us, or what were you?
So our property tax abatement, we're requesting a 10-year abatement so that we can kind of get this thing off the ground and build. We have a lot of expansion. So our base and our foundation is beekeeping and a honey business, but we really want to grow into the tourism side. Our business is very seasonal, with beekeeping supply. The beekeeping season is basically from now until June. And so the tourism side, we're gonna grow into that tourism side, lean into that a lot, and offer things for people that are not beekeepers, but just enjoy bees or, want to support pollinators in general.
And we already do private lessons, we do in-hive experiences, so we try to grow where we can on the tourist side of that in our current location, but we're extremely limited. So that'll be something that we can combine too. Whenever we have people in the Airbnb, we can combine experiences and services with that as well.
I like the idea.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I see
Yeah,
you
tour.
Friday at the Visitors Bureau
Yes.
breakfast.
Yeah.
They normally talk about, they have a grant too, so
Yes,
pay
they
attention
do.
when they
Opens
apply.
tomorrow.
Okay.
I already have plans for that
Good.
one, yes,
Good.
yeah.
All right, guys, you all see the request here. Looks like they have 3 employees, they would go to 5. It's they currently, I guess, about $100,000, they're gonna do $500,000 worth of improvements. I'll leave it up to what you all think. It's a specialized thing, I guess, maybe, normally we've, in the past, done maybe like, kind of, I guess, just to be honest, had like a larger thing, we did like $5 and $10 million projects, just because there's a lot of people have brought, or spend money every day that costs in that range. But it's up to you guys, what you all wanna do. I said, this is kind of a niche deal compared to what we have ever had before us,
But I like the niche. I like to tie into the tourism a little bit.
Yeah, I'm in favor of doing something, but we should probably discuss what.
We talk about being consistent.
Yeah, so whatever you do here, you're gonna have to be consistent going forward.
With whether it's $100 million or it's $500 million.
Yeah.
It's still an investment in our community, like someone willing to, put some of their resources in. I have no problem with doing a 10-year phase-in.
Doing what we've been doing.
Yeah.
90, 80, 70, and
Yeah, just standard 10-year phase-in.
Standard 10-year phase-in on real and personal.
All right. Dave, was that a motion?
Yeah.
All right, Dave made a motion to do a standard 10-year phase-in tax abatement for real and personal properties.
I'll second.
Second by Justin Gross. Any further discussion here amongst the council?
Like I said before, if people want to do business here, they know what they're gonna get. This is what we've been doing, let's continue to do that. And it's no negotiating, this is what we do. If you're willing to come here.
then guys like him can spread the word we're welcoming.
We will. We will.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter what your last name is or what your politics are, what church you attend.
We appreciate that very much.
All right, guys, we've got a motion, I've got a second. Any other discussion? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. We've got that taken care
Business
of.
cards for you guys. That's
Oh.
all right. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, well, good luck. Thank you all.
Thank you
Appreciate it.
so
Thanks for being in
much.
touch.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nice to see you.
yes, we will.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Next, all right. Moving down the list here. Next up, I'm just gonna refer this to Justin because he's our person on the task force. We have the opiate request here for the 28,000 from the Lucas advice for the Luce fire. Justin's on that, and I'm just gonna turn it over to him.
Yeah, I wish our attorney was here, but essentially, like, we just need to make sure, I talked to a couple of the commissioners, there's nothing wrong with the ask or anything, there's just an ordinance that we have to start following. Essentially, the commissioners are gonna have to start outlaying a certain time, that whenever they initiate the time, there's like I think 100, no more than 100 days, and then they'll take on all the requests, and then it goes back to the committee. So essentially, once we have that, I talked to Heather, who's the commissioner appointment on there, last week. So whenever she is ready, whenever she gets, I think she had the road school or something that she was going to this week, but once they were gonna kind of reevaluate, I think they're gonna meet Friday to see when they wanna open up the time frame, and then we will go from there. So essentially, they'll open up the timeline of when they want to take all the proposals and requests, and then we'll look through them first, and then give it to the opiate committee. We'll review them, and then send a referral, a recommendation back to the commissioners. And once they approve it, then it goes back to us. So I think Josh and everyone found that, and then I think Melissa sent it to me. So that's the game plan on our end.
Okay, all right. So at this point, we'll just
We're just gonna
table
wait
this
for
request until the next meeting.
till the commissioners decide whenever they want to start taking on the requests formally. Yep.
All right,
And that ordinance was made, I think, like 2023.
all right, will you make that motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, we,
Table.
table for time being until the commissioners decide on when to, open and roll the, request.
All right, thank you, Justin, for that update and, the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Dave seconds. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
All right, any opposed, motion carries. All right, that's got us through that. Andrew, is, out of town here for a family member's funeral, so our thoughts are with him. Old business, I don't have anything to, bring up here tonight unless, somebody else did. All right, we got a whole plethora of new business. First thing up, they're a little maybe out of order, but Jane does have some requests in here for some windows. She has 3 estimates, and I'll let Jane speak to the windows and what she's thinking here briefly.
The Rockport station is needing windows. There's 11 of them, 10 of them are the same. There is one different one there. These are the same windows. I think 1996 they were put in, and they were wooden at the time. So we're looking for something that, right now they're having to put up blankets over the windows to keep the cold air out. So we are just wanting to get those windows replaced to keep the building up. And there's 3 quotes in there.
So we need to do an additional appropriation.
All right,
Yes.
yeah, looks like $7,500 should get it, and easily, I mean, it's, the cheapest one's $70.39, but we all know nothing ever gets done for as cheap as what you think it will, so there's always some kind of overreach, so, yeah. I don't, some kind of motion around that number there.
I don't even know what the building is. It's not a historical building, right?
No, it's the EMA building that
We
you go
built
out
it
of
in
town.
96.
Okay,
30-year-old
the 96
building.
one's built.
30
Okay.
30-year-old
All right.
building.
I didn't want to have the same issue we had with
This is
this.
the one going
No,
out
it's
towards the
the
high
second.
school.
Yeah, right next
It's
to
halfway between Rockport and Rio.
I believe it is.
We put a roof on it here a year or 2 ago. It's-
Yeah, it has been gone over.
So it's 30 years, it's fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that's been done. We have a bigger project that we're gonna look at here in a couple of years, but right now, this is what we need.
All right.
And we've been working on this for a while. We've gone through these estimates and discussed it amongst ourselves, so I make a motion that we appropriate $7,500 to replace the windows.
Where do you want to take it out of, Steve? I'd just say out of county
Take out
general.
county general, I would say. We've taken,
That's fine.
kind of used up the
Yeah.
general load.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine.
All right, sounds good to me. State your motion, $7,500 out of county general. Steve, is that your motion?
Yes, that's my motion.
All right, thank you, sir.
I'll second.
All right, second by Justin Gross. All right, any other discussion or questions for Jamie? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, got that taken care of. All right, next up here, we got,
We can advertise, Jane ain't done it.
oh, Jamie, sorry, I wasn't looking up, sorry.
I've been having some issues with some grants because of the commissioners' meeting's been moving around, so I have to come down each different time. But the grant that I asked you for the last time for the mobile integrated health unit, we asked for $33,800, we got $34,000. So they give us more than a couple $100 more than we asked for. So we do have that. And I am also looking at another one, I believe it's GROW. It is something that, it's a high dollar grant, and there's no match or anything to it, so I'll need your permission to file with that. I have contacted Region 15 to see if they would help us write it.
Okay. All right, guys, y'all heard Jane's request to approve or to apply for the grant, and it requires no county match. Any questions for Jane? If not, I'll look for a motion for her to be able to apply for that grant.
I'll make that motion.
All right, Dave Froman makes that motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Brian Garlick seconds. Any other questions? Hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? And congratulations on getting the other 34,000, Jane. Good work. Thank you. You all do a good job on getting those. So we'll just we'll advertise this. We'll take action on it next meeting, getting the windows approved, and then we'll just leave it to you and Murray to get them done within the budget.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. That is got that. All right, Sylvia Holbrook's up next, guys, with the community corrections here. She just needs us to bless her budget, like we do every year. It is, I think she just will let us approve it as presented, probably, what it looks to me. Sylvia, turn the floor over to you here.
Yes, we're just asking for approval to submit the annual reports for calendar year of 2025 for community corrections, drug court, and jail treatment, and I think you all have a copy of it.
Yeah, we do. All right, guys, there's 3 of them here. Sylvia, just anything that you want to discuss about this? I mean, just looking at the year went fine. I just want anything you want us to be aware of while you're here?
No, there's not really anything other than I do want to just kind of point out that community corrections, we had more on electronic monitoring this year and more on day reporting. And also the Christian Resource Center provided us with toys that we could provide for families that are on community corrections that have children. And so we were really pleased to be able to do that this year. And so that's kind of some of the things that we've been doing, so.
Okay.
But as far as everything else, it's basically about the same.
Okay.
Jail treatment, they were short-staffed towards the end of the last 6 months, so they weren't able to do the jail treatment because of being short-staffed. But otherwise, everything's basically really good.
All right. Well, we appreciate what you do, and, every time we can keep one of these people out on day reporting or bracelets, one less person we have to pay to house over here at the jail. So we appreciate what you all do. Guys, I just would need a motion here to approve this here so we can, and then I will sign it. And just says, on January 9th, Spencer County Community Corrections Advisory Board has attested below to the unqualified approval and submission for the annual calendar year 2025 report on the Spencer County Community Corrections, Spencer County Drug Court, Spencer County Jail treatment. So and it's been signed by the sheriff here, it's been signed by the judge. So I just need a motion to approve their annual financial reports as presented.
Make that motion, Aaron.
All right, Steve's on that board. Steve, anything you want to add?
No, they do a wonderful job with the money. They really do.
All right, thank you, sir.
They make a lot of personal sacrifices, in fact.
Yeah, thank you. All right, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Susan seconds. Any other questions? Questions for me or Sylvia? All right, hearing none, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right.
Thank you all very much.
Take care.
Do you want this back, Sylvia? Or did you want
I can get
Melissa's?
from Melissa tomorrow.
I'll send it to you first.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's see. All right, got that. All right, Natalie Boland next, guys. If you go back the other way, sorry we didn't get this quite in order, but Natalie Boland, is she here? No, don't see her. Okay, I'll take care of this, guys. This is right up here. This is it's just an annual thing, it's appropriation, so we can take care of this for them. This is the breakdown of the awarded for the drug-free community funds. If you have any questions there, that's what that's about. You can see what they're kind of thinking is granted in 2026. Law enforcement, prevention, treatment intervention, administration's total money used here is $11,396.14. That's granted out from user fees to pay to hopefully better people's quality of life, prevention, and treatment of drug problems. So, anyways, Natalie takes care of that every year. They just ask for our approval of this as presented, and they will get it going the right way. So, do I have a motion to approve this as presented? Justin makes a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay. All right, let's got that done. All right. Moving back here to the next part. All right, guys, the next thing up on our agenda we do need to take care of, I think, is for Michaela's grant 2 for the. Do we need to take care of that too, Melissa?
Yes, please.
Okay.
She has time. We have to have it done by April 1st.
And so if you look at on the very back here, there's the family recovery coordinator budget it says 2027. That needs to be corrected to 2026.
I think she's applying.
Oh, she's applying for the 27.
Yes, to get, yes.
Okay. So that's this is the grant she's gonna apply for the 27 one. All right, thank you. Just the salary, Social Security, PERF, workman's comp, incentives, training, office supplies. This comes in no match for us for the county. They just need our approval to move forward with this like we have been the last few years. So I look for a motion to approve that grant application as presented for a total of $98,773.99.
I'll make that motion.
Dave Froman makes the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Dave seconds. Everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, sounds good. Let's get that under control. All right. All right, the last thing up here on the agenda is the Mid-States Corridor RDA. Some of you all were on here when we did this. This is an ordinance that we started in 2017 in a group with Du Bois County. I think we have
Honeyburg and Jasper too. Honeyburg and Jasper was involved.
Honeyburg and Jasper. We appointed Ken Malzer Jr. He is here tonight in the room. I'll just let him give an update of what they have accomplished here in the next few years, or the last, 7 years or 8, and what you were asking for us to move forward with tonight. Or if you brought somebody else that wants to talk, Ken, I'm not putting you on the
I'd like
spot.
to have Bill Kaiser, our legal counsel for the Mid-States Corridor RDA, to present first, and then I can offer any comment or answer any questions or comments after that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you all have a copy of the proposed resolution?
We all got one, I think.
Yes, we do
Okay.
have, a copy of the first
So,
resolution.
thank you for the opportunity to talk and to come back on the project and Mr. Moser can speak more about the project, but we're here on an administrative matter for you. The RDA, when you signed up and agreed to participate as a member of the RDA along with Du Bois County, the city of Jasper, the city of Huntingburg, there's an initial term of 8 years for that term. And in the meantime, you've appointed Mr. Moser twice as a representative along with the other members, 5-member board. It is now a time when you can renew your membership and agree to continue to participate as a member of the RDA as this project moves forward. The Tier 1 and Tier 2. The Tier 1 study is completed, the Tier 2 study is getting close to being completed. They can talk about the timeline, but we're simply here to ask you, the commissioners previously recommended, the commissioners are the one that actually appoint the members. It's the council that signs up under Indiana law to participate as an organization, as the county. So the resolutions that's in front of you this evening is a resolution by which you would agree on behalf of Spencer County to continue to be a member of the Mid-States Corridor RDA. Here, happy to answer any questions.
The proposed ordinance is in our files, guys, our books here tonight. It's the ordinance number 2026-02 ordinance here that's in there. So, the commissioners, this was advised by the commissioners to move forward on this. They approved it at their meeting a while back. Like we said earlier, we do have one member. Du Bois County has 4, correct?
Yes.
Anyways, the commissioners have sent this over here for us to review and adopt, if that's what we so choose to do here as a board. So, anyways, Ken, anything you'd like to say?
No, I guess similar to what I mentioned when I was with the commissioners a few weeks ago was, we started the RDA, it was created back in 2017, so 8 years ago. Obviously, COVID happened in the midst of all that and delayed lots of things, lots of projects. We're very close to finishing the deal and just ask that we continue to push forward. Kentucky has done their part, Owensboro has done their part, Spencer County has done their part, and it's time to finish what should have been built 10 years ago.
Okay. All right. I'm sure some of the rest of you all are here probably because you're maybe have an opinion too. I don't know how we have time for everybody to talk, but I will. If somebody wants to be, I'm sure we have some pros and cons here. So if somebody wants to be the spokesman for a couple minutes on the other side of that, I would allow that for a couple minutes of discussion here too. We just ask that be civil and we're in a business setting and be respectful for everybody that's here. So I don't know. I'm sure is everybody here for in favor?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give you a couple minutes.
Excellent. So good evening, President Benton, council members, and citizens of Spencer County. My name is Brad Hoaxon. I'm a candidate for Indiana State Senate in District 48, which includes Spencer County, and I'm the co-founder of Mid-States Update. I'm here because this body deserves information it hasn't been given. And I've spent the last year studying the Mid-States Corridor, alongside running for office and working a full-time job. I've moderated 8 town halls, presented to the Du Bois County Council, and worked closely with the Property Rights Alliance and the Coalition to Stop the Mid-States Corridor. I wrote this body and your commissioners back in December, urging withdrawal from the RDA. I care about faithful representation across this entire district, and that includes Spencer County. On March 3rd, the RDA board came to your commissioners and asked them to continue Spencer County's membership. They did not mention that 74% of Indiana voters want this project canceled. They did not mention that 88% want the $1.1 billion redirected to local bridge projects. They did not mention that on March 16th, just 13 days later, the Du Bois County Commissioners didn't even agree to recommend continuing the RDA. The president opposed it, and the motion died for lack of a second. The project's home county is walking away. NDOT's own project manager said on the record, there are no improvements planned for Spencer County. The RDA board's vice chairman told your commissioners what they really want, for Spencer County to lobby Du Bois County on their behalf. That's the ask. I went through all of your official council minutes back to 2014. In 9 years and roughly 120 meetings, this body has spent a total of 25 minutes discussing the RDA. No opposition has ever been heard. I wrote to you in December asking for this opportunity, and the case has only grown stronger since. I'm asking you to hear the full case and vote on a withdrawal ordinance. Your constituents deserve that. Sorry. I want to be honest with you. I'm new to Spencer County politics. I haven't sat in this room before, but for the last year, on top of a full-time job and a state senate campaign, I've been deeply involved in the effort to stop the Mid-States Corridor. I focused on Du Bois County because that's where the road would be built. I didn't focus enough on Spencer County. That was a mistake. I should have been here sooner. I'm here because I care about faithful representation across the entire district, and I believe this council deserves information that hasn't been given. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to share what I've learned and let you decide for yourself. On August 15, 2017, Eric Shue, an attorney from the firm that would later become Denton's, the same firm as the RDA Board's counsel, Bill Kaiser, came to this body with a proposed ordinance. He told you Du Bois County wanted to build a highway, that the financial burden would be mainly on them, and that Spencer County should participate. A special meeting was scheduled 9 days later. On August 24th, this council held a special meeting. It lasted 20 minutes. Ordinance 2017-5 was approved on first reading with the rules suspended. And here's something I'd like this council to consider carefully. According to your own minutes, Attorney Foster told this body that the partnership with the RDA is a 4-year term. Indiana Code Title 36, Article 7.6, Chapter 2, Section 5 requires a minimum 8-year membership. This council may have adopted the ordinance believing it was a 4-year commitment. It's been 9 years. Nobody from the RDA board ever came back to explain the actual term. Nobody contacted you about the statutory renewal process. No withdrawal votes were ever scheduled, and no one ever asked whether you wanted to continue. According to the minutes, the only other time the RDA appeared before this body was March 16, 2022, when Bill Kaiser presented 5 preliminary route maps. We don't have a transcript, only the minutes, and the written record is brief. No policy discussion noted, no discussion of Spencer County's role. That's it. 25 minutes of total discussion across 9 years and roughly 120 council meetings. No opposition is ever presented to this body. No one's ever asked this council whether the RDA should continue. I wrote to you back in December requesting this opportunity, and the case has only grown stronger since then. The Mid-States Corridor project is dying, and that's why I'm here to you today on very short notice, and I appreciate your willingness to listen to me. On March 3rd, the RDA board came to your commissioners, Mark Schroeder, the board chairman, Bill Kaiser, the legal counsel, Ken Molzer Jr., the board vice chairman, Jason DuPont from the Lockmuller Group, and Kiana Wheeler, NDOT's project manager. They asked for a resolution supporting Spencer County's membership. The commissioners said yes, but here's what the RDA board did not share. They did not mention that a professional poll of Du Bois County voters found that 81% opposed the Mid-States Corridor. That poll was conducted by Public Policy Polling, rated A- by Nate Silver, the founder of 538 and the most respected election forecaster in the county, or the country. An A- from Silver means a pollster's results have been tested against actual election outcomes over many years and found to be among the most accurate in the nation. The poll was already public when the RDA board came to Spencer County. They did not mention a statewide poll, finding 74% of Indiana voters want the project canceled, and 88% want the $1.1 billion redirected to local road and bridge projects. Among Republicans, 84% want the money redirected. Among Trump voters, 69% want the project canceled. This is not a partisan issue. This is a consensus. They did not mention that Jim Pressel, the Republican chairman of the House Roads and Transportation Committee, publicly questioned spending over $1 billion on a new road while over 400 projects are being canceled statewide, or that the governor's own approval rating is 25% statewide and 16% in Du Bois County, his home. 13 days later, on March 16th, the Du Bois County Commissioner took up a resolution to recommend RDA renewal to the County Council. One commissioner asked to adopt it. The president said he was of a different opinion. The motion died for lack of a second. They understand what the RDA really is, the vehicle for raising private money and potentially bypassing the state's budget oversight process, and they're not willing to endorse it. We haven't polled Spencer County specifically. These polls are not cheap, and we don't have the resources that local governments have. But Spencer and Du Bois counties are neighbors and friends. We share employers, we share roads, and we share values. In Du Bois County, 81% oppose this project. Statewide, 74%. It would be very difficult to argue that Spencer County is the one place in Indiana where voters feel differently about a $1.1 billion highway that delivers nothing to their county. If anyone on this council believes that, I'd welcome the opportunity to find out. Commission a poll. We did, twice. The results were not ambiguous. INDOT's project manager told your commissioners on March 3rd there are no improvements planned for Spencer County. The entire project is in Du Bois County. The RDA board confirmed they will never ask Spencer County for money. So if the project builds nothing here and costs nothing to stay, what is your membership for? Ken Moser Jr. answered that question himself. His words, just stay the course. Share your experiences with the Du Bois County commissioners, council, town council, presidents. That's probably more valuable than anything. Spencer County is being asked to lobby for a project that 3 out of 4 Hoosiers want canceled. That's the ask. That's all it's ever been. I want you to know something, and you probably already know, about Mr. Mulzer. He's the president of Mulzer Crushed Stone, the largest building material supplier in the Ohio River Valley, a company founded right here in Spencer County. His company supply the limestone, sand, gravel, concrete, asphalt, and aggregate that go into road construction. A $1.1 billion highway would generate enormous demand for exactly those materials. I'm not alleging anything improper, but when the person asking for your support runs a company that directly profits from large road projects, I believe that's something the council should consider.
All right. Can you wrap her up here pretty quick, please?
I got a couple more. If you give me just a little bit more time.
We'll give you a couple minutes.
Okay. Last December, Spencer County was denied a community crossings matching grant from INDOT. Your highway superintendent said it was only the second denial since 2016. Meanwhile, Du Bois County received the maximum award of $1 million in the same round. Every dollar the state locks into the Mid-States corridor is a dollar less available for the matching grant program Spencer County depends on. The state has $1.1 billion earmarked for a highway through someone else's county, while Spencer County can't get a paving grant. 88% of Hoosier voters say that money should go to roads like yours, and I agree with them. I believe your constituents would too. Has anyone ever studied what this project means for Spencer County? The only economic study was commissioned by Du Bois Strong, a pro-road corridor organization. Every metric measures access from Jasper and Huntingburg, not from Dale, not from Rockport. No one has analyzed the impacts on Spencer County commuters, businesses, or property values. Nobody's asked Spencer County residents what they think. The council's being asked to continue supporting a project that has never been evaluated from your perspective. Your ordinance 2017-5 authorized an entity with very broad statutory powers. They go well beyond a highway study. Acquisition and financing projects, airport projects, rail projects, economic development projects, and quote, any project that enhances the region with the goal of attracting people or business. The RDA also carries statutory authority to issue bonds, accept private donations under Title 36, Article 7.6, Chapter 4, Section 1, and with legislative approval, exercise eminent domain. The RDA Board's counsel has described these powers as a paper tiger, but you're the one who authorized them. You are the RDA in a very real and legal sense. The board serves at your pleasure, and right now the entity you authorized has missed its own statutory deadline for renewal, never came back to explain that to you, and is showing up in Spencer County for the first time in years because this project's home county is pulling away, and they need your continued membership for political legitimacy. DuBois County is poised to withdraw. The president of their commissioners wouldn't second the motion to continue. The county council has a withdrawal ordinance in front of them. If DuBois County withdraws, the RDA loses its founding member and reason to exist. This is why the RDA board is here now, after years of silence, asking Spencer County to stay. Now, I have a brief ask. I have a draft withdrawal ordinance prepared, following Indiana Code Title 36, Article 7.6, Chapter 2, exactly. The process is straightforward. Adopt the ordinance, provide written notice to the RDA, and the RDA notifies the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. There are no financial consequences. The RDA board confirmed that at your commissioners' meeting. I'm asking this council to vote on that ordinance today. You don't have to adopt it tonight, but I'm asking you to go on the record for or against so your constituents know where you stand. And I want to explain why I'm asking for urgency. The Indiana General Assembly recently adopted a provision to Senate Bill 27 requiring the State Budget Committee to review any NDOT project costing $250 million or more in a single county before contracts are let. That provision was designed to give the legislature oversight over exactly this kind of spending. But the RDA board is actively raising private funds right now to offset the local match, so they can position this project to move forward regardless of what the legislature does. Under Title 36, Article 7.6, Chapter 3, Section 2, the RDA has the statutory power to accept private donations and financial assistance from any source. Under Chapter 4, Section 1, those private gifts go directly to the RDA's development fund. If the board raises enough private money, they could potentially use your ordinance, the authority you granted them, to bypass the state's new budget rules and effectively purchase a road with private money. Every day this council waits is another day the RDA board has to raise those funds using powers granted under your name. That said, I understand this is a lot of information to absorb. I try to say it as quickly as I can. I'm willing to present this to the council in more detail at a future meeting or sit down with each of you individually. We have nothing to hide and everything to gain through discussion. I also want to extend 2 invitations. The Property Rights Alliance holds regular meetings at 6 p.m. Central at the Clubhouse 61 in Jasper, and you're welcome to attend and ask questions in a less formal setting. And we're planning a public meeting in Rockport to discuss the Mid-States Corridor directly with Spencer County residents. I want your constituents to have the same information I've shared with you tonight. And I want to address something the RDA board likes to say. They've called the opposition a small vocal minority. Chairman Schrader used those exact words at your commissioners' meeting. We've tested that claim professionally twice, not to mention over 10,000 petitions signed by people opposed to the corridor. 74% of Indiana stands with us. 88% want the money redirected. In DuBois County, the county next door, 81% oppose this project. Spencer and DuBois counties are neighbors and friends. We share employers, we share roads and values. It's almost certain that if Spencer County voters were asked, the result would be a similar landslide of support for ending this county's participation in a dysfunctional RDA. When 3 out of 4 voters agree on something, that's not a vocal minority, that's a consensus. The small minority is the group that still wants to spend $1.1 billion on a highway that 3/4 of Indiana has rejected. You are the Spencer County Council. You're the body that authorizes this membership, and you're the body with the power to end it. The RDA board serves at your pleasure, not the other way around. That power belongs to you, not the commissioners, and not to the board. The people of this county elected you to make decisions in their interest, with complete information after hearing all sides. I'm asking you to exercise that responsibility. In closing, 2 more pages, okay? Thank you, sir. The RDA was created for one purpose, to fund a study. That study has been completed since 2023. The home county is walking away. The president of the Du Bois County Commissioners wouldn't second the motion to continue. The Republican chair of the House Transportation Committee says the spending is unconscionable. The legislature is moving toward oversight that could end the project, and the people of Indiana have spoken with a clarity that's hard to misunderstand. Spencer County has given enough. You've given your name and your credibility for 9 years. You were told it was a 4-year commitment. Nobody came back to correct that. Nobody contacted you about renewal. Nobody from the RDA board has appeared before this body for 3 years until the project started losing support and they needed you again. I care about this county. If I'm elected, Spencer County will be part of the district I represent. I'm here because I believe elected officials deserve complete information, and the people of Spencer County deserve to know that someone's paying attention. It's time to bring this chapter to a close. Protect your local authority. Focus on the roads and bridges your constituents actually need, and let the people you represent see that when the facts change, you had the integrity to act on them. I look forward to working with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Brad.
I will leave additional copies.
All right, guys, we got Brad's.
Leave them on the agenda, Chairman.
Okay.
I don't need near as much time as this gentleman here. My name is Jason McCoy. I have property in Du Bois County, in Martin County. I've been affected by this proposed Mid-States corridor. I want to share with you guys an intelligence dossier that was put together for the Indiana General Assembly. Many of us believe highlights collusion and corruption between your regional development board, the Lockmuir Group, German American Bank, local businesses, and some elected officials here. I share a couple of words myself I have over the years. I will echo this man's sentiment here that this board operates at your pleasure. They're not the RDA, you are the RDA. And I've been following this situation every day for the last 4 years. And my responsibility as chairman of the 3 boards that I sit on, there are many responsibilities, but the number 1 responsibility that I have as chairman is to deliver factual, truthful data to the people that placed me on that board. I understand that it's an offensive statement. I understand that it's very offensive and maybe even condescending statement to say that the chairman of your board and your board's legal counsel have lied to you. I understand that that's a pretty heated statement to make, but it was a heartfelt conviction of mine and thousands, literally thousands of other people who have been in the same room with your board of directors, that they have lied to you. They've lied to you over and over and over and over again. It doesn't feel incumbent upon me to apprise you of that fact. It seems to me that the onus to find out whether or not your board of directors is telling you the truth or not rests on your shoulders. I was told, don't bother going to Spencer County. Those people are all in. They won't even look at you when you speak. That's what I was told. They're going to keep their heads down. They're going to doodle on their papers. They've already made up their minds. They don't care what the truth is. I hope that that's not the case. I don't want to assume that that's the case. So this document was asked to be prepared by the Indiana General Assembly, the House and the Senate members. We've prepared it. I would ask that you guys all take a look at it. And I would ask that you guys all consider that before you just fall in line lockstep with what your board of directors tells you, that you will vet what they say. If you have any more questions or if there's anything that you guys are not certain about, There's an enormous amount of factual data out here. It's very easy to access. I would start with this dossier. Thank you for your time.
You think you're what? Can I, what groups do you chairman? Just so we know, or what are you the chairman of what groups? You
I'm the
said-
chairman of Brown Mackay. I sit on the board of directors as chair for the Property Rights Alliance also.
Okay, all right. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank
All
you
right.
for hearing us.
You're welcome. All right, guys. I'm right here. You were Jason McCoy, just right.
I am,
Okay.
yes.
All right, guys. You all have heard the request here from both sides. You know, it is definitely a heated decision. I'm sure that the people of Du Bois County, it's a very heated decision. So we have been, you know, in this, I guess, for what is that? I guess 8 years here now or 9. So with this, you know, we're at the commissioners ask us to move forward with this here tonight. We are our own body. We're entitled to make our own decision. I guess I'll leave it open or open it to discussion now here and see what you all as a board want to do moving forward.
You know, if you go back to the ordinance 2017-5, and you look at all those whereases, they still are liable, they're still liable, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And the bottom line is, we still got a 4-lane highway running north through the county, it goes nowhere. Goes nowhere. You ever try to go to Jasper or Huntingburg in the morning, or noon, or evening? I did the other day, and it was a nightmare. Semi after semi after semi. We need to get tied into I-69. North.
I can't speak for Du Bois County, but I can speak for Spencer County. And this 4-lane out here has been a blessing to Spencer County with the development. And what you don't realize is the development that we're working on now that's going to be substantial in the very, very near future. And a lot of it's because of this highway. And back in, I wasn't on the council when all this started. But I do recall when AK Steel came here, that's one of the reasons they came, was because of the new 4-lane highway. Because of the old 231 up there, which is too crooked, too many stop signs. And part of the deal with them locating here in Spencer County was that new 4-lane highway. So Spencer County has benefited from it. I said I can't speak and will not speak for Du Bois County, but I'll speak for Spencer County and say that 4-lane highway has been an asset to Spencer County, and it's even going to be more so here in the very near future.
All right. Anybody else wants to speak? Any other comments?
Is this something that we need to make a decision now, or wait to see what Du Bois County does? And
I'd say we have 2 options. We can approve, well, we got 3, I guess. We can table it, we can approve the ordinance that was sent to us from the commissioners asked us to do, or we can approve the one that I don't have on the table, but that was presented to us by Brad. I mean, I think we really have 3 options to do here tonight. Any of the 3 we can do. We just have to have a motion, a second on which direction, what we want to do, and then we can take a vote. Majority wins. So those are our 3 options we have, I guess, at this time.
I mean, I'd like to do some more consideration. Not really going to vote either way on it right now, but that's just my thought.
Justin, Brian, Susan, anybody?
I mean, like Steve said, this 4 lanes has been a blessing to us by far. But I can also see the other side of it, just like the interstate, when that was built in the 70s, that got through 3 of my direct family farms. Boom, right through it. Yeah, that sucks, but boy, when I want to...
I had one of them too.
I know, but when I want to go to Evansville, it sure is nice. When I want to go to Louisville, it sure is nice.
There's a road built that people didn't oppose.
And they built the 231 through Spencer County. One of the 5 proposals split my farm diagonally. And that wasn't one of them they chose, but that, you know, I would have been affected by it had they chose that route. It
And-
was one of the 5 routes.
And the 4-lane 231 now, that's the best thing that ever happened to Owensboro. Because I ain't the only one that drives all the way from the north side of the county to Owensboro to do my shopping instead of going to Jasper, because it's quicker for me to get from the interstate and do all my shopping at Owensboro than it is to go to the north side of Jasper.
You're right, I was just driving the other day.
So we do, that's what we do. We do all our shopping
Put
down
up with
there.
that every day.
And I work in Jasper, and yeah, it'll help me get to work a lot quicker, but once again, I can see the other side of it too. I wouldn't want to, but
No, I don't,
like I said, I'd
that's how this works, there's always somebody that's on the short end. But for the good of the community, for the good of the area, we need that road tied into 69. I mean, it took, what, 50 years to get 69 built? Oh, we don't take 50 more to take this 4-lane here up to 69, tie it in, so we got a good north route here. You don't have to drive to Louisville and go north on 65. That's a nightmare also.
Justin, Brian, Susan, anybody want to add anything?
Biggest thing that I mean, I'm definitely one of the younger ones, so I kind of seen, and I really kind of share the sentiment, like Spencer County really did play its part in getting the 231 of seeing, and I know Owensboro did with the Natcher and everything else looking forward, so you gotta be personable, because of affecting Spencer County, but we're as a commission or the council here, is like we're trying to support Spencer County people. We put Spencer County ahead of anyone else. That's our job to do. So that's the biggest thing of what I've been going through, because I've talked to business owners, I've talked to other people. They're a little bit less influential or less debatable on it. I do hear down here, at least, I hear more people in favor of the Mid-States Corridor as whenever you go further north, whenever I'm talking to people. So I guess at the end of the day, we just need to decide of what we want to do, and then of how it's going to affect Spencer County. If we feel like it's going to be an improvement for Spencer County, for our citizens and our businesses and everything, if we need to proceed with it. But at the end of the day, that's our job.
Brian, Susan?
Well, I mean, I was I was directly affected on 231. Our home did get taken, but I know I done it for the progress. You know, you really don't have a choice. But I guess years later, now I see it was good for our county. So.
Susan, anything you want to add?
I mean, I think, like Justin said, we need to do what's best for Spencer County and our residents. But we have to make a decision tonight.
We've got 3 options. We can go with the one presented, we can table it, or we can go with the one that Brad had. He's got it down there. So, no, we don't have to. You know, I understand it's a tough deal for the people of DuBois County. It's divided the community, you know, no doubt about it. But when 231 went through, it divided our community too. I mean, there was a lot of people like you all that were against it for sure, no doubt about it. Divided a lot of farms, a lot of good farms in half. People like Brian had to relocate, but as a whole, it has been beneficial for our community. You know, the other rumor was this, you know, when I was younger, when that went through, that, you know, that our little communities would die. And, you know, in all honesty, they built new gas stations in Dale since then. They built new stuff in Christie. There's a restaurant in Christie. It's probably the busiest place you can get. I know you all don't want to hear this probably, but I mean, a lot of people down here do want the road because they're looking to be able to move business stuff from Owensboro to north faster. I mean, it's, I know Brad's numbers were out there, and yeah, I mean, there are people that will tell you they're against it, but there's way more people down here that will tell you that they are for it, to be honest. So,
May I ask one question?
yes, sir.
Okay. Would you folks please consider tabling it so that you can consider these new legal ramifications? There are legal ramifications that are happening at the State House. that directly impact you guys, and would you consider tabling it just until you and your legal counsel can look into what's coming towards you guys from a legal point of view? I have insight into that, and I know that you guys are gonna want that information, and it will benefit them. And then with that information, you'll be able to make a better decision whichever way you go.
Yes.
We're gonna have to take additional comments. I disagree with Mr. McCoy's statement. If he's got special information, he can disclose the special information. You're making a motion to renew your membership in the RDA. You can ask your counsel, but under the RDA statute, if you decide at a later time to terminate or withdraw, you can still withdraw. You're not committing to another 8-year period.
Okay, thank you.
Let's move on.
Yes, real
I just
quick.
mentioned that statute has never been tested. Its membership specifically says 8-year period. It specifically has a statutory deadline for renewal and for withdrawal, and that deadline is passed.
Yeah. One last thing, I would like to thank Ken for being on this. I can tell he put in, he went into a thing that it's been hostile, and I do appreciate you serving on this, Ken, for us, and what you've done. If the road gets built or doesn't get built, I do appreciate that, and just so you knew that. I know you all mentioned, everybody knows Ken here. And the other thing I'd say, we're really just got one vote in this thing. Ken being our representative, DuBois County, has the 4, so your people could easily outvote Ken or their representatives if they wanted to. So, all right, guys, three things here. First, to do either one of these resolutions that is presented. This is the first reading. Andrew's not here, but I've been to enough of these. We will vote by hands because it will have to be a 100% support of this, or we cannot move forward on the first reading. Because it's the first reading tonight, so we would either way if we're going to move forward with the ordinance in support or against, would have to be 100% in support to move on tonight, or majority could win on tabling. So no matter how the vote comes out, we do appreciate you all coming here and represent yourself represent yourself well and being respectable citizens and present your case well. So we do appreciate you all being here. All right, I'm going to at this point call for a motion of the direction of the board. So somebody makes a motion, we'll vote on it. If it doesn't get majority or 100%, obviously we wouldn't be able to move forward at this time. So I'll leave it up to if somebody wants to move forward and make a motion at this time. I would accept the motion.
All right, I'll make a motion. I'll move that we adopt ordinance number 2026-02.
All right, I have a motion from Dave. My pen had quit working. From Dave Gogol to approve the motion as presented. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right. Garlic seconds. All right. Any other questions amongst the council? Everybody in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right. So that we cannot move forward on tonight with approving this because it has to be 100% because it's the first reading of the thing. So that will not move forward at this time.
Put it on the agenda for next meeting.
We'll need a motion to table this till the next meeting, and we'll take action at that point.
I'll motion to table it.
All right, I have a motion from
I don't
Dave.
think you take it.
You don't? You
Listen, we did
No, it's not tabled.
we did a vote on a first reading, and it doesn't, just because it didn't get a majority, don't mean it's
We'll just have to,
dead.
we'll just vote on it next meeting.
Yeah.
Right, I just want to table it to next meeting. I don't
Next
get-
meeting, it doesn't have to be unanimous.
Yeah, it don't have to be, yeah, okay.
It doesn't have to be unanimous at the next meeting.
All right.
Just
sure.
the first reading
All right,
has to be
that's right.
unanimous.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Okay. All right, well, we'll take this up again here then.
Be automatically on the next month.
Put it on the next month's agenda, under old business, please, Auditor. All right.
Right.
That's right, yeah, I agree. Okay, all right, that's what I got tonight here, guys. Under the, business, old business and everything. No.
Okay.
And then I think that's all I got, so I will look for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Look for a second.
Second.
All right, everybody in favor, aye. Aye. All right, thank you all. We'll say on the heating bill.